Hey everybody, we're live. You know what that means? It means we're live. It means I'm here, you're here, hopefully everybody else is here, and apparently my kids have gotten my shirt dirty. So, well, welcome to the Sunday night edition of Rev Deuce, of Star Trek, Fleet Command, and you, because you're here. And when you're here, good things happen. And when good things happen, I get happy. And when I get happy, we're not going there. This is YouTube, not Twitch. We're going to tone it down. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hopefully you've had a wonderful day enjoying your families and preferably now ignoring your children if they're still awake. We give some love to everybody out there. Before we get into some of our main topics tonight, topic 1, Star Trek Picard Season 2 trailer, amazing. Star Trek Fleet Command's Armada event, awful. And, yeah, general non-foolery. General non-foolery. Philip says, thank goodness. Well, I'm happy to be here, Philip. Happy to be here. But, yeah, I'm not fuzzy. I look amazing. Freshly shaven. Look at this line. This is, look at that. That's good. Yummy. So let's get some shout outs to a couple people who are here, and let me know if the music is too loud. But whoops, that didn't supposed to go that way. Nope. Where are you going, buddy? Come on back. Stop! Stupid thing. But yeah, we're the quality of the stream is currently streaming at 1080 and 7 megabytes per second with no frame loss. So if you're experiencing problems, please hit refresh on your beautiful device and hopefully that will cure it for you. Good evening, Bobby Warren. Let's get some shout outs. OG Boxer, Philip Banks, Jeff W. Eddie is here, Steam Schaefer, Sasquatch, what up, man? Jeremy, Mike Vest, Steve Spencer, Curly Fries, Diddle, Jeff W, Mike Vest, Bobby Warren, Fulian, James Clement, Bernard, Billy Bob, Philip Rodriguez, William Gibberson, Jonathan Genciana, maybe, Lemonade 87, Mike, let us know that they think that Armada's event sucks. So let's just start getting into it. Remember, if you are watching live, please share this out with your alliance, whether on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, or in-game messaging, because I want to get everybody's opinion as we typically do on these streams. We will, of course, be providing feedback based on your thoughts to the wonderful dev team, because they're amazing sometimes. I feel like some improvements were good, but we're not doing a complete crap on the devs here. But Charles says first time here. Well, hallelujah. First Walk says aloha as well. I don't know what the reciprocating follow-up sentence is. I killed your last name, so it's not Gibberson. Got it. Giberson? Names aren't necessarily my thing. But yeah, let's. You know what? Let's start. I mentioned Picard being the starter topic, but you know what? Let's start with the big one that is on everybody's mind. What? Am I on the right account? Yeah, right here. Armadas Unleashed, right in front of my face. Literally in front of my face. Woo! So, you've got 3 events out right now. You got Armada Resistance, second wave Armada Fleet Formation. You can see I've not scored. Wonder why. And then, oh, speaking of, we just launched an Armada. So let me very quickly try to get a place in that. Why are y'all not alive? Okay. I'm sending an oh yeah, that's a baby. That's a baby one. But I'm sending my auger. But finding Armadas is very, very difficult right now. Oh, Jonathan says pronouncing their name perfectly. Well, thank you, Jonathan. Oh man, it's if it's a more foreign name, apparently I do really well. If it's not, I do awful. But thank you for that support. If you do want to support the channel, make sure you hit up that PayPal, Venmo link. Everything is appreciated. But anyway, what we have to do is start this off with saying that Scopely did a good thing earlier this week, and we need to mention that first, okay? Before we start on the crap on Scopely edition, we need to mention what is good, and that is that they did increase the spawn timers for rare and epic armadas, and that is a good thing. Now, the feedback has to be, it wasn't enough. It was not enough, but they did make that improvement. So I think that needs to get out in the front. We need to make sure that we acknowledge when they do a good thing. And when you're making these changes to the game, you've got to be able to say, you look, we're going to try this out. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else out. And I think that the first step was being able to go, look, this is not good enough. And hopefully they're at that step with us, because we're doing this event as most servers are right now. And it's extremely difficult to find armadas. Now, I know where all the armadas are because that's what I do. And even in those locations, it's extremely difficult to find them right now. And if I go in, like if I want to look for rare Federation armadas, you know, one of the basic systems I'm going to go to is like Andoria, Sirius, Groombridge, Denobula. Those are all places that I generally will look. I bet if we go right now, we're probably not going to find anything. And we are going to do that. Let's see. We're in Sinister right now. And OG Boxer, they did add more systems with armadas. They have added an entire litany of upper level systems with armadas. And I think part of the hope was that with these events, that whales and higher level players would use their armadas, and that would mean more armadas for the lower level players, because they added a ton of armadas in the higher levels. But I don't think it's panning out exactly that way. Now, I will say this. As you can see, this place is empty. There's nothing here in Andoria. It is better. It's just still not good. I think that's the difference is, you know, the improvement they made, I did notice it for a little bit. Like it felt like at the very beginning, everybody who rushed into the armadas was able to find some. But then the spawn times are so long. You're talking some of them having 2 hours, some of them having 8 hours, that you end up waiting for an entire day, hoping that they come back. Still, it is good that they made the improvement that they did. It's just simply not enough when events like this come around. And I think that's what we're finding here. So here's Groombridge, and let's see if we find anything. Hey, Denobula. We actually just mentioned Denobula. So I guess they did have one in Denobula, which we're getting into really high level armadas right now. A lot of people aren't going up to Denobula to run them. So let's look at a lower level like Mattia or Area 5. There are a ton of little places. Daska usually has some. There are a lot of places down here, but they're all empty already. Now we're going to go here and take a look. Jeff says that whales are joining lower armadas and going to deep space where most can. And that is feedback that I've gotten today. And, you know, I don't want to say it's a jerk move by whales, but I mean, when they just got stuff devoted purposely for them, it is kind of silly for them to be hanging around some of the lower levels. I mean, they can't even do a lot of these. Here, like Matea is supposed to have rare armadas. We're going to go in here and take a look, and I bet they're empty again. And as you can see, there's no rare armada here. So we're missing a lot of armadas. A lot. And the improvement of them increasing the armada spawn timer, great. but it obviously is not enough for this event. That's what I'm getting a lot of. Now, if you have feedback, please start typing in what you think of this so far. Please not just a straight on like, hey, this is awful, but just truly speak out. How many of your alliance have been able to participate and get points in this Armada or complete the event, and how many haven't? And, we'll take this feedback and be like, look, this is what we think that you should do based on what you've already done. So if we need to double the respawn timer for these events, well, look, we need to be able to say that. Let's see. Tony says, Armada event sucks on my server. Small alliances can't do them, and the big four are coming in and killing everyone in the Armada circle and parking 40s and 50s. Okay, so I will say that the whole whales just hunting you down and dominating, that's not necessarily something that I'm going to play as an event problem. That's just more your server culture. It is annoying, though. He says that for them, as of now, no one has finished. Tim says a lot of us struggling. Jeremy, no, Klingon burials do not count as Klingon armadas. That has been asked to me several times. That does not count. That would help, wouldn't it? Because those Klingon armadas do not last as long in terms of respawn. They have a much shorter respawn time, so it's easier to hop in those. So Atlantic says if you're going to have a rare Armada event, there should be more rare Armadas available. I don't think that there should be more. I think this timers just need to be quickened up. Like Noah Keen is another system that I'll go to for Armadas, and I bet we find nothing here. And I'm obviously going to go do some of the higher level stuff because I'm in a very large number 2 alliance in this server. So I'm going to go do some of the higher level stuff. But for most people, like I said, this is not feasible for them to just be able to go out and do. And I think it's okay to be able to approach this one without as many pitchforks because they did just make a change to make this better. And the truth is the change just isn't good enough. Al says, how do they expect us all to do this event? Are they clueless? One other thing that I'll point out is that servers are going to differ in terms of who can complete and who can't. And one issue that I have found when talking to the devs, and this is an outside issue, this is not necessarily something I've confronted them with, is they look at all the servers as a whole and seem to take a balance. Like, okay, here's the average of what everyone does. The problem with going with that strategy is you're going to provide too much to those who don't do a lot and not enough to those who do more. So taking an average and placing them out like that, I don't think is a proper way to approach this situation. Right now, you have a lot of servers, including server 20, which is a very populated server, and then several other servers that can't do anything at all. Gary's saying that their server alliance cannot finish the rares. And even my server, which is, like I said, we're number 2. We're currently ranked number 2. We've got 11.5 million points. That'd be interesting to hear what your server's alliances have and how evenly they're spread out. But here are our top 5. We got 6 million, 6.7 million, 6.8, then 11.5, which is us, and then 22, which is the top alliance in our server. QAQ does bring up a good point that a good way to fix this would be to include all Armada types, not specific types. So Eclipse Armadas, the Klingon Armadas, the Worm Armadas, make every Armada count. And that would lessen the burden that you're putting on everybody because you put in, for example, we're looking at Armada Resistance, deal damage to uncommons, Federation, Romulan, or Klingon. Why does it got to be uncommons? Yes, they do have the, fastest respawn rate, but that's putting a huge burden on people. And then you get this one, which is rare Armadas, Federation, Romulan, Klingon, and these have a higher respawn time, a much higher respawn time than if you're going against a regular Armada. So they're going to be even more difficult to complete. Jisman says that we 41, we just celebrated hitting 23 rares. Nice. And he says 10 and 1.4. So we've actually been able to complete more, but that's because I think we have more people reaching higher levels than you do, Heath. We have a lot of 50s and stuff on this server. So I think that that's the easiest solution for this is 1, continue to increase the respawn timers on Armadas, and 2, make all Armadas count. Make all of them count. And I think that we didn't bring this up. Uncommon Armadas did not get an improvement on the respawn rates. Just epics and rares. And yeah, Richie, we actually have that posted in my Discord, I believe. Let me see if I can find that and I can post it for everybody. Now, the sheet hasn't been updated since they brought up the new rates, but it was posted in LCARS for a long time. Let me see if I can find it. I'm looking, y'all. I'm literally in 100 Discords. I've hit the cap. Discord says I can't join any more Discords. I'm in so many. So we go to here. And let's see. Wrong thing. Sorry, I'm just looking in Armada chat, and here we go. So the old cooldown, I don't believe this has been updated. Yeah, it's not been updated. But for example, a rare level 36 in Sirius would take 4 to 6 hours to respawn. 4 to 6 hours. So that was cut. That was a 50% reduction. So that would then become like 3 and 5 hours. Something like that. So it's still quite a long time in terms of how long it takes to respawn. Why am I not in this Armada? Get in the Armada. Thank you, Augur. Oh, look, 4 Augurs. 4 Augurs, yeah. Augur, and everywhere. Hey, a 5th Augur, hey! I love Augurs. A 6th Augur, hey! Jeff says need a start now button for Armadas. So Jeff, let me just put it this way, that'll never happen, ever. Because Armadas are supposed to be a PvP element. It's supposed to encourage defense of Armadas and PvP. So they're not going to give you a start now button. They might make, some Armadas take less time, like Eclipse Armadas, to launch, but I really don't ever see them giving you a start now. I just don't. And thank you, Al. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Yeah, so I think that we have to find ways around that, and we can do that by increasing the spawn timers and then including more Armadas. So 3.2, mine's 3.5. Let's see, Vaughn's got a 2, 3. These are some baby augurs. Look at these little baby augurs. Where are the big boy augurs? Why am I the big boy augur? I guess I'm the big boy today. There we go. There we go. So Davis is level 31. At least make the rare event one and done. Even if I destroy a level 38, I'd still be too short to complete the top prize. Only deep spacers in my alliance have been able to so far. Yes, I agree with you. I think that is another part of the problem. And the issue with this Armada event is it's very multifaceted. Like, there's not just one issue with this Armada event. There's several different things that are going through becoming problems. Tenacious says, where are the Armadas? I mean, so I can put up all the systems that they are if y'all want. I mean, I'm not sure if y'all have them memorized, but like I can put up every Federation Armada there is if you want me to. Now, the timers have not been updated. This is a list that was compiled by LCARS like back in November, and they put up the information. I have not, and I don't believe anybody has gone and manually changed the times, but I can put those up if you want to see where they're at. I would be more than happy to do that if that's what y'all need. Let me go ahead and save them to my computer real quick. Then we can do that. So save. This will be number 3. Yes. And then this will be number 2. So here, sorry if you're hearing all the Windows is freaking out because I'm resaving something that's the name of something else. All right, let's do we need an image. It's memes. We don't want to touch the memes. Leave the memes alone.
Glory to you.
Leave the memes alone.
And your house.
Yeah, anyway, I have memes plugged in. We're using our Twitch stuff to jump in here. Let me pick a media source, and we need an image. Source. This is going to be a new one. Image capture. Sorry, I'm having to add this into the scene that we're doing. And then here we go. Browse. Desktop. Wrong thing. This is not what I needed. Yes, Windows. Stop bugging me with a stupid ping. Image. Add source. We'll do this one. Obviously, this is not the right image, so give me a second. I'll have to... We're already started. We don't need to start soon. We don't need to start soon. We're already here. Okay. So here are the rare Armadas. And what I'll do is I'll actually we'll get rid of all the timers. Here are the Armadas. There. And I just dumped the timer part of it. If y'all want to know how long it takes for them to spawn and all that other stuff, I can tell you. But for simplicity's sake and making it easy for y'all to see, there are a list of the Federation ones. And what I'll do is I'll rotate that image and I'll put the Klingon ones and Romulan ones up throughout the stream if that makes it easier. Okay, does that help? Does that help? I can also put it in my Discord. I'll put it in my Discord. And if y'all aren't in my Discord, well, now I guess it'd be a good time to make sure that you join the Discord. And if we have any of the moderators listening. So, Chris Lee says, I completely disagree that Armadas are PvP related. Trying to encourage Armada smashing is borderline griefing. Chris, that's not what the game thinks, nor is it what I think, for what it's worth. But they've made it very, very clear they want PvP to be an element of Armada. So even though if you see it as griefing, and I respect that, and your server can decide that that's not fine, the game mechanic is to make that part of it. So it's completely okay for y'all to do that and not do that, or rather come to a conclusion of your own that says this isn't fine. And that's okay. But that's not what the game wants or is designed around. So you have to then make that decision for your own server, and y'all have to come to a decision of, look, we're not doing this. And if y'all do, awesome. Completely awesome. But I'm only telling you what the game is trying to do. And to be honest, I think that they should be that way. I think it should be a PvP element. I think there's too few PvP elements in the game as it is. So, but that's my play style. All right, I have placed all of them in. If you're in my Discord, they are now in the Armada ships in the STFC section. Make sure that you have the STFC role applied to you. That's in the rules if you need help finding out how to do that, or just ask a moderator to help you out. Fiona says, but see, if the community isn't aligned with that vision, then Scopely has to decide how they adjust Armadas to fulfill their vision or adjust for the community. Not necessarily, Fielden. All they have to do is increase spawn times to make them happen more often. You know, and this has been told me by the devs, just because the community wants something doesn't mean that's what's best for the game. That's how they see it. Now, as players, we can definitely buck up against that and be like, yo, that's not cool. But, you know, they also need to provide for those who do want PvP element, even if it's a small section. Now, in that, I do agree. We need more Armadas, and I think you do that by quickening the spawn time and make these to where all events count, not just specific faction types. So like I just did one and I almost finished this one. Almost. Craig, you should be in there. I'm pretty sure that you are. You've got the role. So, Craig, you've been in here forever. And if you're not, remember, you can just assign yourself the role. There is a command that you can get one of the bots to assign, or just tag one of the mods in the blue name and they can do that. Carl says you can't PvP on insert thing is against row at L attack is there. Yeah, exactly. And he says not ever having enough Armadas for events, especially on popular servers, is not good for everyone. 100% agree. That is an issue. And that's something that we continue to pass on. And I think that the first step was made earlier in the week when the update that we just ran through did in fact increase the timers. You know, knowing this event was coming, they made that change. It's just not enough. You know, we need more. It's not good enough. Let's see, Sean, I'm not sure what you're meaning, what happened to Eve Echoes. The game is still up and going, as far as I know. Mustafa says Romulan G4 ships are the strongest and Fed G4 are the weakest. Is that true? It's a matter of perspective. I mean, in general, yes, I would agree with that, but Federation ships still can definitely have success. And yes, Chris, we have definitely been asking for PvP Armadas, and that is how Armadas were originally sold, as this was going to be something that you had as a mechanic to fight against other players. Now, it hasn't happened yet, but, you know, and if you attend the live streams often, you know that that's something that we've even brought back to the devs. Say, hey, remember this? Remember this? I'm actually going to see if one of the janitors is around. They came to the last stream, but they're not always around on weekends, which is fine. But we'll just see if they are so they can get hands-on or eyes-on of the feedback that y'all are providing. Let's see. What else we got? Continue to drop your thoughts. Thomas says either timers are still garbage or make this event a 2 to 3 event for rares. I think that's another way to fix it. Now, if you made it 2 to 3 days, you would still have those people complain, because a lot of people want to finish everything like as soon as it comes out. And I'll admit, that's not how people should really focus. It's really not. Also, I should not be hitting 39s. What am I doing? I need to be hitting 35s and 32. That's a whoopsie on my part. I do think that some people get way too impatient when it comes to Armadas or any event, and they feel like they need to complete it right now, and that's not how it's set up to be. But all right, let's we already looked at Groombridge. Let's look at Denobula and see if there's another one up here. I do need to find my own rare Armada while we're talking about not being able to find Armadas. And not one here. Amy says Romulan Armadas do not count against your ROM points. What do you mean? Are you talking about in terms of your faction points? That's correct. Armadas do not give you a negative versus your other faction, which is, I think, a very good thing. That allows you to do Armadas anywhere without necessarily worrying about hurting your rep, especially if you're a lower level player where it's a lot easier to drop up and down. There is one that just started, this little rare, or this little uncommon 33. Omar says emptier than a ghost town in my server. Are you talking about Armadas in general or what? John says, isn't it pretty much dead? I mean, I have no clue, Sean. I have not kept up with Eve Echoes in a while. I know the Facebook groups are still extremely active, but I don't keep up with. As soon as I got out the game, I haven't kept up with it. I don't go back and be like, hey, what's this thing doing? This is one of my sneaky spots. I usually look here. Let's see. Has anybody got here yet? People forget about these systems sometimes. See, like there's some epics here that don't obviously help us, but hey, here's a rare. It's a baby rare. I don't want to waste credits on that thing, but I'm gonna see if anybody else does. Here we go. I mean, this is really small. This is more for a low level, but hey, I'm gonna share it out. People always forget about these little systems that are stuck. Like these little betweens. Those don't count. Oh yeah, crap. Thanks, Joel. Oh man, I literally just read that and I forgot about it. Oh well, ignore the past 60 seconds of Rev being stupid. Let's see. Does Juji Poo Poo have any? Juji Poo Poo, I choose you. And no, there's nothing here. Yeah, definitely noobed it. It happens, you know. What's funny is I love when I contradict myself. Like I'm on pace for all the right information for like 30 minutes. And then out of nowhere, like, hey, look at this wrong thing, everybody. Yeah, it's welcome to the life of Rev Deuce. Okay, nothing in Atoria. Boom. And let's look at Oak Vac. I'm looking at some smaller levels because most of you would be looking in these type of systems. These are all systems, and there's a uncommon that's about to launch. I'm gonna recall my auger. Yeah, Paul, it's super small. Axer says players in my alliance aren't relying or are relying on waking up super early to find Armadas, hoping most other players aren't awake. Yeah, that is something that, you know, I'll probably end up doing. And the issue with that logic is you're having to inconvenience yourself in terms of like your day and everything else. And I don't think that's fair. By the way, we just switched it to Romulan. So if you're looking for Romulans, those are systems that Armadas spawn in. That's where they spawn in. Now, the higher level ones are obviously going to have more rares. I'm pretty sure Davadul doesn't spawn rares. Have you ever done a video on Armadas and which ones you should do? I mean, I've done plenty of videos on Armadas, but it's all about the crews that you have. It's not necessarily what you can or can't do. It's the crews. It's always the crews. Galadorn Core is down wrong way. It is on the border here. That one also has Armadas. No more Armada events for a second. See, I don't agree with that. I mean, I like Armada events. It just needs more balance. It needs continual balancing. They made a change to try to bring that balance this past update. It's not enough. And we definitely got to make them know that, hey, this is not enough. Ooh. Me. I'm going to come up there. Gonna come with my auger. Thank you, Logic's Finest. I like the hat as well. Tony says, now that there are more players moving into the 40s, are Scopely likely to adjust the PvP ranges? Nope. Not likely. And I'll be honest, the longer, like when I was a lower level player the first year in the game, I was really big about changing it up. Now, I don't think it should be, if I'm being completely legit with you. I don't think it should be. I think it's fine. Most games like this, and I've branched out to play other games, don't even have the bans. Like Eve Echoes, Second Galaxy, Nova, no bans. Anybody can hit anybody. As long as there's shields in this game to protect your base, yeah. I'm losing the that matters thing. Now, I am with you, Joe. I do want Real to burn back, 100%. If bigs are going to come down and hit people, we need a way to punish them for doing that. So that I am 100% behind. I will continue to back that idea. Yeah, David, exactly. I mean, I think that people forget how most MMOs structure their games, and this truly is a very player-friendly one when it comes to PvP. This is truly a game that you can do no PvP in and be just fine. You know, that's not what I'm going to do, but in terms of ranges and everything, this one is definitely set up for you're fine. You're fine. Because you can't lose the most important resources in the game, and you don't lose your ships. So, like example, we were talking about Eve Echoes earlier. Not only in Eve Echoes could anybody hit you no matter what level, what tier, they also got rid of your ship forever. You had a 2 million-ish ship that you bought, blows up, it's gone. It's gone. Augur crew, I'm assuming, is burning based. So my Augur is running 5.6 Nero. 5.6 Nero. You better go find your own honey hole. This is my honey hole. You got a list of Armadas outside of faction space? I mean, I do, Omar, but that's not going to help you for this event. It won't help you for the event. Are you just asking just for knowledge sake? Because I don't even think I put that in the Discord. I think I skipped that because we were focusing on faction Armadas. Now, that list I put out also doesn't have the new, like, level 41 Armadas in it. That's the old list. I said a new list has got to be put together. But that was just for the sake of this video that we're doing, to give y'all something to go reference. And yeah, make sure I got it pulled up. Sweet. Oh, thanks, Omar. Thank you. And let's see, are y'all ready to put the Klingons on the list? Or y'all still good? Or are y'all still writing down the Romulans you need? Or are y'all ready for the Klingon sheet? Omar, you shouldn't even have a Discord. You should be using only my Discord forever. My Discord is life. My Discord is Bay. What? Juju Poo Poo just spawned one? What? Son of a biscuit eater. We were just there. We were just there. Ah! So the cooldown times are no longer accurate for the epics and the rares, but I can put them up briefly. It's a big white spreadsheet, so I don't want to just leave it up there. But here are the cooldown timers. Numbers are in hours, obviously. And the epics have increased by a 100% improvement in terms of efficiency, and then 50% for the rares. 50% for the rares. There you go. Let's see. What other questions? Chad says the only thing you can actually lose in this game is time. It's not like others where you can literally get people, like, get money taken from you with dead troops. Yep. What is it that EVE Online holds the record for, like, several 100,000 actual dollars being lost in a fight? That's pretty insane to me. Well, Steam, it's like that. It's like I say the same thing about, like, our officer tool. Like, it's amazing to me that I still have people come to me with officer questions like, you obviously don't use the tool. That would literally help your life so much. Some people don't want to put forth, you know, going through, and I get it. It's a video game. Not everybody wants to have to be using spreadsheets and Discord bots and stuff. But at the same time, if you want to be the best, you kind of have to rely on these type of materials. You have to rely on YouTube videos. And You have to rely on Discord bots that compile information. Let's see what else we got. Oh, what? Did some just pop up there? All right, whatever. All right, let's get this one in. What other questions that you boys and girls have? Thoughts? Star Trek stuff, non-Star Trek stuff. Any other things? Officer sourcing. We haven't talked about officer sourcing for the new next generation officers yet, have we? I am looking for a token system to come out. I mean, obviously not this month, but surely we're going to have a token just like we had for the Discovery system, right? Justin says, where are the Armada? Well, Justin, that one, it's not a complete sentence. 2, what Armadas? And 3, there's literally some right over there. You see them posted? It's literally right over there. You know, where's the beef? Can we talk about officer sourcing for TOS first? I mean, we can. I would rather talk about TNG sourcing because they're better. I mean, TOS felt like a very PvP-oriented crew. TOS did. And then TNG is a very PvE Armada-oriented group. And honestly, you use that more often. Heath, Picard tokens or the Picard coins ended this week. So I don't believe you're getting any more coins after this week. Carl, I'll have a video on the Centurion this week for that purpose. Centurion has a video coming out this week talking about fighting different things in PvP. Armada respawn on server 23. Well, Justin, I mean, are you asking different systems or what are you asking? Have the devs released how you're going to source TOS officers? No, have not. So I've not told anybody that I'm aware of. If they have, the people they've told have not told me. But sometimes the devs will tell me, sometimes they're not. I do know of, so I can't tell you what it is because, well, it's not the fact that I have an NDA anymore. It's just out of respect to them saying, look, don't do that. But I can tell you that there is another set of officer sourcing being discussed right now about some very key officers in the game. So that's good. That's a positive. And we'll see how that looks. You know, we've discussed, I'll say this way, we've discussed the topic in recent months. So Greg says do a video on the Valdor. Yeah, sure. Y'all want to send me some Valdor footage just so I have some to put in the background. I'll make a log about it. Thomas, exactly. You know, now I can hint at things, and I've always done that. I've never been the person that likes to outright say something. Like, I don't like giving it away. So in the past 2.5 years of me covering the game, I've always hinted at things. I've never outright just blown stories out. So, yeah, I mean, you do have some officer sourcing stuff being worked on that I'm semi-excited about. Alex says, right now I have a Saladin and I'm working on saving mats to prepare for the jump to 34. Is a Bortus worth the investment? Since I'll be camping at 29. So a max Saladin will do everything that you need the Bortus to do. I say build the Bortus just because it's beautiful. But no, you don't need it. It is beautiful though. It's a great ship. I love it. Always recommend building it. But no, you don't need it if you've got a max Sally. And Thomas, thanks. I also enjoy giving out the hints. I think hints are the best way to build up hype in the game. And I can tell you, I'll add one more to that hint I just said. One of the officers being sourced is one of the most sought after or talked about officers in the game. So we'll see how that whole group gets added in. But the important thing is that conversation is happening. That's what's important. Chris says all Armada should respawn like Exchange. You mean like an instant respawn? I have no problem with that. Would they ever do it? I don't know. Now, Thomas, I have already told y'all that Worf is coming. So that I'm not hinting at. Worf is for sure coming. He is a rare. Riker, I'm pretty sure, is an epic. That's coming. I'm talking about something else. I don't know about Q. No clue about Q. If Q's coming, who knows? He's, if you've seen the Picard Season 2 trailer, there you go. Team, if you want the USS Defiant, wait for the DS9 art. That's going to be your best chance of that happening. Logic says Bortus is a better base cracker than the Saladin. Even then, I don't know about that. Even then. That Saladin big gun is just really, really OP. Really insane. Let's see if another one respawned in this system. How did it open in Calder? How did I get here? I don't remember going to Calder. Let's look in Iapedes. This is another system. Locutus confirmed. Hey, there you go. Locutus confirmed. Not by me, but by somebody. I didn't confirm that, but that'd be cool. You want a new class of ships? So besides Explorer, Interceptor, and Battleship, you want a fourth to go in the rectangle? Because it couldn't be a triangle no more. It'd have to be the rectangle. Let's see. Is Glantara one? I don't remember. No, Glantara is not one. Terex and Eden. Let's see. There's Eden. Let's take a look at Eden. Let's take a look in a book. Are there armadas in Eden? There's not. Need to change the Armada timer. Solo timer 3 minutes in group 8. No, Al, I can't tell you. I can't express enough that that's never happening. Stop asking. They're not giving you an instant start for Armadas. It's not happening. It's not happening. Well, Douglas, I'll call out those simply because I'm doing. And by the way, I'd be very happy to say you told me so if they prove me wrong, and they do that. But I think it's been very clear over 2 years that you're not getting a start now button. That's just not happening. The whole idea is they want to breed PvP. That's why you have the timers being so long. And they want it to be a PvP option. And we have that on my server. The top 3 alliances are always in some form of quasi-war, and every now and then they'll go smack each other. So it's just the nature of the game. Scopely, wow. You solo small ones if I can kill by myself? I don't really do that. I mean, I've seen people do it, and if you solo them, you do get all the rewards, so I guess that's something. All right, we completed our dailies. Our dailies are done. Vimit needs more attention. He's a great counter to Spock. Not really, Carl. I mean, he's okay. For a long time, he was not a counter at all. And now he's only a counter if you have Giorgio. So he's not really a counter. He's okay, though. I mean, he's good. But yes, they're invisible armadas. You got it. 100%. Look at all the invisible armadas. Okay, what else we got in the comments? Yeah, we got 214 people watching, very few comments. Y'all gotta kick it out. Like, what do y'all want to know? What can I explain? You know, what can I hit on for y'all? Armadas need a kick button, and we need to be able to scan alliance ships. So you kind of do have a kick button. You've got the ability to star a person, which prevents, people getting in that don't need to be in. I do think that you should be able to scan each other's ships, for sure. I think knowing what is coming into your Armada is important, because if you got a really big ship that comes in with a hostile crew, it's sometimes not better to have those. Sometimes it's not better to have that ship. I think that's a great idea. Guy says, I always wonder they got the job description wrong for mathematicians in Scopely. I mean, the math works. It's just very convoluted. Oh, Alex, how close am I to the new goal of the house? Well, it's right here on the screen. This is the down payment we're trying to raise, so not that close yet. I mean, patience. We're going to keep going and appreciate everybody who's helping out. Realistically, we're going to need more than what's on this list, but I mean, we're just going to keep going until we get there, Gypsum, I feel that. I'm currently grinding out right now. Oh, crap. Our Enterprise made it. Can we jump into this Armada? Or are we going to be too late? I feel like we're too late. Oh, crap. Oh, that's IA. That's definitely IA. Oh, God. I just made it to the Hornet's Nest. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, baby Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Go anywhere but here. Wow. Okay. Not where I wanted to be right then. Very scary. Enterprise almost went boom. David, the storm did not affect me as bad as it affected other people, so count blessings there. I'm okay. House is okay until we get a new house. But yeah, we're fine. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. David says that they are mostly free to play. Should I get a faction miner and tier to 5 or Horizon? So I've never did conflicting advice. I've simply been very specific in things that I say. So I've said don't get to 30 and then build the faction miner, because I want you to save for your faction ships at 34 if you're free to play, because it can be tough to get there. You want to focus on getting the 180,000 faction credits. Now, if you are grinding, as you should be, by the time you get to level 34, you'll have gotten the blueprints for free by grinding. I mean, I'm sitting on now, and I don't grind near as much as some of you out there, but I'm sitting on right now. I'll come show you how many I'm sitting on. I have like 13 Horizons, almost 2 Cavorts, almost 2 Antares, and a Valkyries ready to be built, while I already have one of each. So those blueprints will drop in faction space, and then you can build one without having to spend faction credits on it. That's always been the key for me, is saving the faction credits. And then, of course, that the crystal can be a pain. Bronco, thank you for that wonderful Canadian donation. Just joined up. How the heck do we have a rare Armada event when the respawns are terrible? Asking for a friend. So welcome to the stream. Can definitely tell you're new to, tonight's by the question. Definitely agree that they need to increase the timers again. I do want to make sure we continue to point out that they did increase the timers already. So we want to give them credit for that. It's just simply not enough. There's not enough right now. And that's just something that we've got to work on. That we've got to get them to increase the spawn rates again, especially if we're doing events that require faction only. Because that means you can't do Eclipse, you can't do Sarcophagus, you can't do Territory, you can't do Wormmadas. There are Armadas out there to be done. But if we limit them to faction Armadas, we definitely got to have the timers be increased. Or, yeah, I mean, you could add more locations, Thomas, but like as you can see over there, I think there's tons of locations. This doesn't even include the new ones for higher level players. I think the location number is fine. It's not like there's a limit of systems. Just the spawn timers are too daggum long. I'll put up Klingon there. So those are the Klingon systems that you can find Armadas in. I think that's the biggest problem. And hopefully they can fix that based on the feedback that we get. Oh, hey, Frosty. Frosty's a cool level 50. He's always very nice to me. Yeah, so we need to get out of here because... Actually, I'm just going to sit here and explore these systems while we're up here. Imagine if you could steal an Armada from the leader and keep it going off their directives. Curtis, that is a very interesting idea. Even for somebody who loves PvP, that seems a little bit too much PvP even for me. Even for me. Yeah, that's pretty extreme. Boop, 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 boop. Carl says Northstar isn't a great miner. Incorrect, Carl. It is an amazing miner. It's the fastest 3-star miner in the game. You just have to actively mine. You have to watch it. Now, I know that annoys a lot of people, and that's cool. But let's not disrespect it. It is an amazing miner. Charles says spawn timers are better, and thank you for that, but maybe increase the timers and number of armadas that spawn in a given system. Once again, I think that's how we have to phrase the feedback is, yes, you increased them, and that was good, but we simply need more. The current rate is not enough, and as you can see, my alliance is struggling to find armadas to launch, and that's a problem. I mean, we got to be able to complete this event in a realistic time, and when most people play in the evenings or after work, some of them during work, they don't have a second evening to play. So, unless you're going to stay up really late or wake up really early, I don't think it's fair to expect that. You got to give people a way to complete it in a realistic time frame. And thank you, Reed, for the PayPal donation. I will say real quick, for the Super Chat. PayPal is preferred to Super Chat, y'all, if y'all want to donate that way, because that way there's no, fees taken off or anything like that. Reed with the, you're an amazing, can't think of anything. Thank you, Reed. Very kind of you to stop by. Curious, Reed, because you are a whale, how are you finding with your alliance the Armada event? Because you are probably focusing on the higher level stuff. How are you finding it? Let's see. Omar says, or at least better spawn times during Armada events only. Well, see, I don't even want to limit it to that, Zandes. I think that Armada timers should be better, period. I honestly don't understand the logic to having some of these Armadas take 10 hours to respawn. What is the logic there? I mean, what is the goal for causing that to take so long? I mean, what is the end game? I just don't get it. Let's see. Oh, we just got another super chat donation. By the way, we got added in. It says Otter and Water says for the wall. If you're still doing that, and we are, every $20 or higher donation gets your name on the wall of the house. Thank you for that, Otter. We'll add that to the list here in the dashboard, and that means you get added to the wall. Thank you. David says, is there a system that drops North Star blueprints? No. North Star is one of the ships like a hijack legionary or a regular legionary that you cannot grind for by hunting hostiles. Why? God only knows. But it is not something that you can currently grind for. Yes, before you say it, that is stupid. It makes no sense. But you cannot grind for the North Star. We'll get this in here, and here we go. On the wall. Thank you so much for that PayPal donation, Otter. Greatly appreciate it. Michael says, on Father's Day, I would rather spend time with my family than having to spend an unreasonable amount of time camping out a rare Armada. Completely fair. Completely fair. Oh, we got one? We got one? Dang it! Why is it all the way over here? Yeah, Dark Realm. And that's what a lot of people are finding is they're having to spend way too much time in this game trying to find Armadas. It's just not very pragmatic. You know, honestly, I tell a lot of people that it's okay to skip this. It does suck, but, you know, it's better than literally pulling your hair out of frustration. Ed, I still don't have my discovery with warp summoning. I need so many parts, and because my discovery is only tier 5, my refinery just gives out such a abysmal amount. And I have not purchased the pack to do that. I really don't want to purchase the pack to do that. I can't afford to purchase the pack to do that. Stargazer says, do specific Armada crew work better on specific ship types? No. So the type of ship does not matter unless the ship has an ability that is particular to that group. For example, the Enterprise needs morale, but that's only for very specific ships. In general, though, there's not a better. Like, morale is not intrinsically better on explorers versus battleships. You'd like to see an Alliance marketplace? Me too. That is something that I passed on to them last year that they said they would consider adding to the roadmap. We still have not seen it yet. Yeah, Reed, I'm with you. The event is awful. So Reed is a whale. He's a higher level player. And even with the new Armadas in high level space, he's still having trouble, you know, completing that. And if whales are having problems, then you know the free-to-play are having problems. You know it. No, OG, the Ent doesn't need Spock. I will block you. Do not make me block you. I love you and I don't want to do it, but I swear I will. I will so end your existence. Yeah, I agree, Reed. In general, it does suck. Very much so. On my way. On my way. Hey. Any advice on team crewing for these 41s? Yeah. Well, what are you running for one? But 6 of 10, 5 of 10 as captain, and then Ash Tyler if you're on like augers. But you're still, if you're running a 41, you're going to need 4-star ships to carry you. That's the ultimate truth. Because they're so freaking heavy in defense stats. Those things have got like 400 and 500,000 each stat. So the mitigation is really hard to overcome, and they punch like a son of a gun. They punch like a son of a gun. So Tony, yes and no. The respawn timers would not necessarily affect PvP that much because you're generally not going to hunt down people for an Armada in non-event times unless you're at war. And that's where the PvP aspect comes in, is that war mechanic that they have in the game. So I don't think lowering the spawn timer would affect that. I do see what you're saying, but I think that that mechanic is to leave that open for war times. And when you know, like 4 days ago, it wasn't hard to find a rare Armada. It was only hard now because we got the event. Let's see. A lot of whales are telling me to skip the common G4 ships. You mean the uncommon ones because there are no commons. And yeah, That's advice I give out a lot. There's nothing wrong with going after the Valdor, the Katinga, or the Kelvin, but the rares are where the true efficiency lies in 4-star ships. Now, please bear in mind that if you are not a high-level player or a spender, it'll take you a very long time to get to 46. So you might want to build the 42 uncommons just out of boredom, like to actually have something and to have something new and fresh. But yeah, I mean, it's going to take you a long time to get to 46 as a free-to-play. The highest free-to-play right now is level 43, about to be 44, and they've been playing 2.5 years. So, I'm going to recall our auger now. Steam, I would not skip the jelly. The jelly is going to be your primary PvE grinder because it's so much cheaper to run. Omar says I'm getting the Katinga because I'm free to play. Go for it. I'm going to get the Katinga too. You know, I might not dump a lot into it, but I'm going to get it because I don't want to be waiting for 10 years to get my Pilum and my Coronar. Or my Enterprise D, if and when that comes out. So, Greg says they build all the ships, which that's fine. But is there a system that drops a higher amount of battleship parts? No. But I mean, imagine how boring it would be to not build a ship from like 34 to 46. Awful. Awful. I mean, I guess the Franklin A you get built, but you're not really doing anything with the Franklin A like that. Like, it's not your bread and butter or anything. I don't know why I did that for, but I did. OG Boxers, I started at 7 p.m., 21st in Rift 3, and now 4th place. Already got Picard, but he's on level 1. Yeah, OG, let somebody else get Picard, man. Why you gotta be like that? I don't have Picard. Why you gotta be like that? I can't really compete in the Rift, so. Here's where I'm at. Rank 591. I don't even bother. Don't even bother. I'm just going to wait for them to let me just pull out the credit card for Picard. I'm just going to wait. Yeah, G2 is probably not what they're looking for, though, since they're trying to do their Bortus. Do y'all need me to switch the Armada back to the Federation systems, or y'all good with the Klingon? I know some of y'all needed that. If you don't, no big deal. Yeah, I need to do my refinery while we're sitting here. And can't do that one for 50 minutes. Ship parts, we'll get a few commons in. Just because we're going to need commons. Can't do that one. I can do this one, though. Woo, let's do that 6,000. Yay! Even though I'm not really going to build those ships. I still need to do this. And territory, I've already refined today. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And Latinum, we can do our Latinum. Rift is a grindy event. Why can't you compete? Because I don't want to grind all day. I've got too many things to do. I've got videos to make for y'all. I've got streams to prepare for. I've got multiple accounts to run. I can't do all that. I just can't. Because I don't use bots or scripts. I don't cheat. If I cheated, I certainly could. But I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's right. Not the kind of player I am. Nice, Craig. Deep Space Armadas are fun. Carl, your Saladin would last longer than a Gladius. Saladin would last longer than a Gladius. Yeah, Heath, there you go. I thought you were talking about like really low level stuff. And I was like, well, that's not going to help much. But levels are what determine drops, not type. Not type. At least that we've been able to determine. Bronco, thank you. Okay, Bronco, here's why I'm saying PayPal. I'm going to tell you why. And this is just me being an honest content creator, and people generally prefer when I'm honest. PayPal takes 30% of everything you donate. I'm sorry, YouTube takes 30% of everything you donate. Plus, I get taxed on it. So, in reality, I get like half of what you donate. Whereas on PayPal, I get all of it, no fees, and no taxes. So that's why I typically am like, hey, if y'all want to support the channel, no requirement, PayPal. But I do greatly appreciate it, Bronco. He says, too lazy for PayPal, so you grub gets its cut. Love your content. I appreciate it no matter what. Thank you, Bronco. You're awesome. Tony says, I'm new to the jelly events. Is it normal for level 38 players to be competing on the leaderboards in these events against 50s who already have every ship in the game? Tony, no, that's not how it's supposed to be set up, nor is it how it was set up in the past. And apparently that's an issue or like a problem that they've been having. I don't know what is going on with them, but that's not how it's supposed to be. 1,000,000% not how it's supposed to be. $62 million. My golly, Miss Molly. Wow. That's big. Well, Fuelden, I mean, there's nothing to worry about the IRS. You know, if you give money to a friend, like if you did in real life and you gave them $100, that's not them earning money. That's just you donating. Here, though, YouTube is my business. So, just, yeah, the thing. Kyle says, is there a difference between a level 40 veteran hostile drop and a non-veteran drop? Yes. And thank you, Steve. Glad you enjoy the random background music that we have for, like, you're just jibing. Yeah, there we go. Bronco, I do have a Patreon. I do have one. It displays mostly my football stuff, but I am in the process of switching that over and making it into both my football and my gaming content, if you want to sign up for that. Omar says, in my server, you have to save match for 6 months and spend $1,000 in Armada packs to win first or second. So that does seem a little bit of an exaggeration, but it is potential to be true. Alex says, gift money isn't taxable unless an individual gives you over $15,000 in 1 year. Alex, I've never had anybody donate anywhere near that amount. However, if you are out there and would like to help with the house fund, please do. Literally, please do. I could use that amount of money to buy a house for my kids. But it's hard for me to imagine anybody liking my ginger face that much. That's insane. But yeah, Star Trek questions. Because I like this game. It makes me feel strong and mighty. Don't know what that was for. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. No Stream Raiders? Not right now, Ed. Yeah, it's I just haven't been setting it up lately. Too much going on. Too much going on. Lloyd says, currently sitting at 29 with the Saladin. Should I continue to level the Mayflower? No. I would save all that stuff until level 34 when you're ready to scrap it. That Saladin is now your primary love boat. That's one of the best boats in the game. So I'm not doing that because I hate the Mayflower. But the 26 ships are generally not worth building until level 34 anyway, because you only want to build them to scrap them for 4-star stuff, which would then give you primes and help you upgrade your ISS Jellyfish or whatever 4-star ship you want. One thing that a lot of whales do is they're continually building 3-star ships to scrap them for 4-star parts, specifically the ship parts. Ship parts. Yeah, Saladin will carry you to level 39 and you'll be fine. Boop, 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 boop. And it looks like we have finished this event, so now we can go do our anomalous phenomena. At Ops 25, is there a limit to leveling the Vidar? There's not. Take her to max if you want to, baby. Baby, take her all the way. All right, let's see. Speed ups, 10,000. Those bad boys, yeah. Monati says build at 3839 with max efficiency ship upgrades. That's fair, Monati. I would argue that at level 34, getting some of the primes for free is more important than some of the efficiency upgrades. But yes, that is always good. Max efficiency does make it a lot easier. Yeah, definitely max out your, level 26 ships or any ship before scrapping. You're wasting it if you don't max out like a level 45 on your Mayflower. You're going to miss out on a lot of uncommons and stuff. We're going to do some more farming of this stuff. Need more isogen. Need the isogen. Gotta mine the isogen. Hey, may need the isogen. Your new goal, 30 days to max Vidar to coincide with maxing out Augment faction. Wow, go for it, Box. I'd love to see that. James says, just got a full pull of Kang. What are some basic crew loadouts with him? At level 1 or tier 1, nothing, James. He's not At tier 1, he's not going to help you very much. Get him to tier 3 or tier 4, that's where he really starts coming into play for you. So for now, he's an epic that you can stack below decks to help build your stats to make sure that you're getting your max officer bonus. Yes, Dark. So scrap, what you get in terms of scrap is generally determined by the ship level. So, ooh. Me. Me. Son of a... Nah! Never mind. Oh, never mind. Too far out for me. Son of a biscuit eater. Son of a biscuit eater. Theory will definitely smack me. I'm gonna get out of the way. Let's go over here. Theory will smack my Enterprise. All right, let's see what else we got. Stargate says unlock data. Usually use Kirk, Spock, DCs from our Armada crew. No Con 5 or 6 yet. Is data a good option? I'm not super high on tier 1 data. I think that especially his officer ability needs a magnifier like Picard. But I would run a test. I haven't run that one comparing it versus DCS, so I don't have a true one-to-one to give you. I can have a rough idea, and I think that it's worth trying out. But tier 1 data is not super exciting for me. Carl says, can you ask the dev to replace Carol with some other officer in the 30-day chest? I mean, we can ask, and I would encourage you to provide that feedback in surveys and stuff. Now, whether they'll do it, I mean, who knows? Hey, JB, how you doing? Let's see. Captain Colostomy says, hey, do you remember when having prime officers, the only time you saw the increase was when you attached an officer to a ship? Well, it's still the same way, Captain. All the research shows up when you attach an officer to the ship. It's the same way. Yeah, Heath, good job. Way to get blocked. Way to get blocked. Let's see. Let's see. Can't get there. Oh, they said don't go live. Too late. Sunday night, literally live. Fantasy says tier 1 data is decent when Beverly is captain. Well, that's not going to help you in an Armada because Chen and Talon don't work in an Armada fantasy. But yes, but the discussion was data as captain with Kirk and Spock. And I just don't think that officer ability is good enough by itself. I think it needs a little bit of help. See some tiering. Need some tiering. All right, we need to repair this ship. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see what other systems. I'm way too far up. We need to get down here. Would help if I just zoomed out, right? That'd make it easier. Hey, Trevor, how you doing, man? What did I save, medical? Hit the save button? What did I save? Save 15%, but switch to my car insurance. Yeah, don't do that. That's lame. Don't do it. Ah, son of a... Missed that one. Why is it I keep finding these after I've already gone through these places? Like, come on. Come on. Team says it's Pike's new captain's ability glitch real. It's not new. It's the exact same thing as it always has been. Steam. It's just they found a better way to display it, but it's always worked like that. So nothing actually changed. They just basically fixed the display. But that's how we've been explaining Pike's math for, forever. Manati says data to be decent in a quick and easy Armada as 5 rounds or less. I mean, yeah, but at that point, why are you running an Armada that is that easy? Lloyd, typically I use a shield because live base defense is just a money sink for my ships. But Harrison, Yuki, TOS Spock are all staples to good base defense, but that's still like shields are the only thing that matter. Shields are the only thing that matter. Paul says, can you make another video with the uncommon material on elite packs and other paid packs? Well, I mean, what would be the point, Paul? Because they're not going to change anything. What would be the point? What are the odds that they'll have a system to earn TNG officer shards after this arc? I will bet money. Okay, I won't bet money because I don't have enough to bet. But I would say that it is a safe bet to say that you're going to get some form of system, like a token system, to go after them at some point. Just not now. Because obviously this whole point is like, yeah, we got to get you to buy these things right now. Buy the officer. Enjoy it. It's a premium fee. But at some point, yeah, you'll be able to buy everything you need. All right. Amber says auctions, all auctions. Hey, Amber, how you doing? Let's see. Nothing here. It's going to be a very long theme night. Are you going to do a video on what to do when camping at level 35? I mean, I kind of already did, Adam, but I can do a more in-depth one at some point. Yes. I know I did an in-depth one on 14 twice, and I can do another one on 35. Sadly, I don't have a level 35 account to just easily do that. But I've got like 11, 2 14s, 26 and 28 and 39, and another one in there somewhere. I'm forgetting what level it is. But yeah, I got a lot. Too many. And if you out there have that many and you're not, covering games for a living, what are you doing? Why am I yawning? Charles says, I would like to see a system to get more shards for skins. Like a drop? That's an interesting drop. I think they should just they should add that into Cosmic Cleanup. That would give me a better reason to go after Cosmic Cleanup. All right, so I'm going to look in some of these systems for stuff. So Pajim. We'll look at Pajim. See if they got anything in Pajim. Pa and Jim. Pam Jim? Is that what this is named after? Is this an office system? Pam Jim? That was a very lame joke. Which is kind of my brand, so it is what it is. Noah Keane, then we'll go look at Barclay in a second. And nothing currently spawned here. Let's look at Barclay. And then we'll go to Thama. We're just going to go down the list. Nothing in Barclay. Let's go check out the Thama. Thama. I think it's up here. Where's Thama? Where's Thama? They're serious. Let's just look here since we're already here. Yeah, the Vidar skin looks really, really good. And John, I am going to do a level 19 one when this new account gets there. Son of a biscuit eater. I missed that one. And missed that one. So, Yikes Batman for really crappy timing here. Because we've definitely come to these systems a couple times now. Andoria. Let's go look at Andoria, which we just looked at literally like 8 minutes ago. Yeah, Bill, this Armada event, as we've been saying, and there's that, is definitely sucky in terms of the respawns. It's really awful. Really awful. What is next on the list? Denobula Traxia, which we did one of these already. Well, we could do another one, see if we get it. Let's see. Anything here? No! Oh. Hey, at least there's no problem with my lungs. That's good, right? That's always a positive. Whew. Y'all wanted that. I knew you were asking for it. Like, I saw somebody secretly be like, please do that. Yeah, Armada events are awful, even with them improving the spawn rates. And I have to continue to give them credit for doing that. It's just simply not enough. I'm going to go look at some low levels to see if we can find something in the low level system. I hate looking in low levels. I hate it. Why do I have to come down here with the plebs? There's already an Ops 39 on server 63. Fueled, I've not looked, but that doesn't surprise me. I bet they're awful, though. Mike, you tell your wife that... I'm actually not going to tell your wife that because she might punch me in the face. Yeah. Your wife wears the pants for both of us. I'm not going to say nothing. Oh, man. Let's go over to Klingon space. I'm going to switch this back to Klingon space. And we're going to go looky. Let's go to Gorath. Gorath. Or let's see, Ursva. Where is Ursva? I don't even remember. Arachnus doesn't have anything, or Arcanus. There's Ursva. Here says I don't get pricing the amount of the last buy pack. Yeah, the Latinum pack is stupid. Don't just ignore it. It's always been there. It's basically a troll pack. It's not actually useful. Don't waste your money. Please don't. It's not like something that secretly gets good after you've already bought it. It is purposefully awful. Don't get caught. And I thought I already answered that, Captain. I thought I already answered it. But if not, you can always repost it. Gorath, let's take a look at Gorath, see if there's anything in here. Yeah, Tim, I'm always here to do that. You know, it's I'm going to call out the game when they do something good. I'm going to call them out when they do something bad. And when something needs improvement, we're going to come together as a community and be like, yo, we need this to be better. And they've done a much better job of listening to that. Still not perfect by any stretch, but they've done better. So we have to remain confident that they'll continue to be better. The only choice that we got, really. I mean, we're not the devs. We can't make it any different. Let's see if Juji Poo Poo's got any. Juji Poo Poo, Juji Poo Poo. And nope. To get a repair finish, so we can now start repairing this ship. Go up here and check out OK Vok. Yeah, medical doctor, but the low systems just pay out so little. I mean, I'd be wasting directives, and I don't want to complete the event that bad that I'll waste directives. It's got to be semi-manageable price-wise. Pekka? Pekka's not a system. Enthra is, but that's too low. Achatoria is. Michael, you talking about in the game? Haven't heard an update. Dang it, we just missed another one. Son of a biscuit. The Franklin is useful immediately. You were using the wrong crew if a tier 5 Franklin can't kill a swarm. What crew are you using? Well, tier 5 against a 28 might be a little bit tough. That might be a little bit high. Harrison Father's Day pack? Let's take a look. I haven't looked at today. I don't have any other packs. So the only Father's Day pack I've been seeing is this $20 one. And it sucks. Pretty awful. I mean, Trevor says, have you covered the Leslie Kirk Spock Armada? Trevor, I was the first one to cover Leslie in general and told everybody to buy him. So, yes. I have. They are not identical, Colostomy. They are not identical. Fielding requires a tier 7? Okay, it makes sense. Well, Paul, that's the thing. Like, in the past, just this year, I think this account's got $500 spent on it. So, I mean, I should see it. For her, McCoy, Talon. Okay, so you still got the cadets, and that does set you back a little bit. You really need Pike, Moreau, or Picard, Beverly there. So how close are you to getting Pike? You've seen some level 40 doing 250Ks. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with a 250K. Granted, I don't buy my directives. So unless you count the in-store purchases like these Alliance store purchases. So I don't buy those directives. I do buy these though. Relocation token. Yeah, Paulo, we post them in my Discord too. Paulo, I'm pretty upset that you don't hang around my Discord as much as you do DJs. What's up with that, man? I've got the same information. Mayor Anzagen? Good morning. Wie geht's? Let's see. There's nothing in here I really need. Except uncommon. I do need uncommon. I'll pull it for the uncommon. And I didn't get any. So screw you, Pack. 52 out of 100 for Pike. Well, I would say make sure you're maxing out faction officers so that you can easily grind for Pike to get the transporter patterns so that you can then grind for Pike. Speaking of, I'm going to do that. This is something I do every day. I go through this little checklist. So I'm going to go down to Rogue. And I can't do that yet. That sucks. I'm going to go to Augment. I'm going to do this one every day because you want to max these out. So go ahead and collect these every day. And then accidentally back out and go back. Then I'm going to go to my Romulan. I'm going to come down here every day. 3 hours till I can do it. Well, dang. If I'm going to do this every day, I'm going to do the same thing for all 3 factions. And I just collect these up. And then I spend them on events to try to win the leaderboard events for that. And then when the officers are maxed, when rares are maxed and epics are maxed, you get, so it's 75 for rares and what, 400 for epics or something? 400 for epics? Then you get transporter patterns and you can go get officers that you need. Yeah, classmate, I actually just answered that already like 3 times now. They're not the same. Bones and Pike are not the same. Pike is way more than Bones. Way more. It's a 6-month grind to max the speed crew. Yeah, just about. I know, Darren. But that's part of the grind. You start it up and just start getting at it. And you can also get them, speed it up through getting other things. But as you can see, most of my main tokens I save up. Like I've got 73,000 ultras for the next time we have like a ×2 for something that I want. I could probably get 1 full pull if I blew all these right now, but who knows what it would be. So I save all this stuff for leaderboard events. Very important to do, by the way. All right, I'm going to speed this up. Then we'll use these and that. And now we need to make sure we get the right crew. Get our discovery out. And I gotta go do the discovery grind for the day. Hey, Salahuddin, how are you doing? Or Matt Salah, if that's how you prefer. Salahuddin Abdullah, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Let's say I need to go to the reset system, and I can just do traveling to do it easily. So we'll warp over there to reset, start collecting. Almost? Hey, I tried. I'm not going to call him Saladin Monati. I try to get people's names right. As much as an American can. Nice, medical doctor. All right. Jump. And here we go. And that should give me the first win. Well, oh, it is like Saladin? Really? Saladin? Saladin or Saladin? Sasquatch, don't worry, buddy. We've asked that several times. You are not the only one that wants to get rid of these god-awful banners. It just doesn't seem like it'd be pronounced Saladin. But if it is, I'll call you Saladin. God says, do you think they will ever add the TOS officers in the officer recruit section? Yes, I mean, they will add another way to source those at some point. So the answer is yes. The question is when. So it is Saladin, just like you pronounce the ship. Well, damn. Look here, Minotti. I don't need your crap talking, okay? I don't need that I told you so mentality, okay? And welcome, Saladin. It's going to be really weird calling you Saladin. Can I just call you T9 or Big Gun? Since your nickname is now, or your name is Saladin. What's up, Big Gun? Big Gun? 2022 or 2033. Nice. Look at this guy. I will blow up your entire base, sir. Yeah, too slow. You snooze, you lose, sucker. Oh, the $20 pack is absolutely awful, James. Definitely would not recommend. Definitely would not recommend. Absolutely worthless. Do not waste your hard-earned cash. And I'm not just saying that because I want your donation. It literally is not very good. It's a very bad pack. Your friends in life would laugh at Big Gun. Well, let's make it happen because those are the best nicknames. Now I just need to meet all of Saladin's friends. The $100 Armada pack is good value. So if you do want to spend money on the game, this Galactic Armada pack is a good value. You're getting all 3 types of Armadas, decent lat, and then uncommons. That's a good pack. That's a good pack. If you want to spend the money. I, of course, do not tell people to spend money. I let you make your own choices. Yeah, it doesn't help the respawn, Thomas. Does not help with respawn. Oh, we already finished. Time to go home and repair this piece of crap. I do need to get my territory stuff in today. I always forget this. So we need to get our phantom particles. Another set of phantom particles. Our quantum particles. Oh, why are we missing a particle? Our Metreon. I mean, yes, I need Metreon particle, but we're missing a particle. What the heck happened? Did we lose something I wasn't aware of? Oh, Thomas, how many did I give you? How many did I give you? Okay, did somebody just not turn on a bonus here? What the heck? 2,500? That's not even that much, Thomas. You don't want to run enough Armadas. All right, so there's our Phantom. Metreon. What the heck? Quantum, Phantom, Metreon. There's a Surex particle. What the heck? Turn on the freaking Surex, you idiots! Hey, could we like turn on the Surex particle? Gosh. Oh, Kuba, get your ISS, man. It took me a while to get to it. It took me a while. So, yeah, definitely gonna fire the Admiral. Like, how do you not have Surex particles turned on, man? How are we supposed to collect our particles every daggum day? Turn the Surex on! Better wing, or I'll Admiral shame you to 240 people. Oh, you're not the level yet? Well, don't rush it, Koopa. Enjoy where you're at. Enjoy where you're at. He says some particle buffs don't show up in the territory tab. You have to actually go into the embassy. Oh, I just did that, Heath. I did that, Heath. I did that, Heath. Heath, I did it. I did it, Heath. I did it. Yeah. But anyway, Bolians have got the Surex, and I'm like, whoa, where's my Surex? Yay, they turned it on. Woohoo! Woohoo! Rank change does nothing during an arc. Wait, what's the question? Somebody have been holding off on buying the Elite Battle Pass? Okay, so James, the Battle Pass is set static to whatever level you are when it started, so it will not increase. It will not increase. There we go. Surex particles, Surex particles. Hey, hey, got my Surex particles. Woohoo! I need my Surex. Need all my particles. Need all my particles. Particle, particle. Am I okay? I am never okay! Fielden says, is that a code limitation? No. No. Carl says, any suggestions on the best way to break into territory? We just see a huge monopoly by the same top 5 alliances. Pick something small and go after it. Now, even on our server, which has massive alliances, small alliances have got territory. I prefer all particle Sasquatch. So, like, here you go. Terra's got an set. Here is the Obsidian Order. Here's Aegis. Here's Sal. Here's BCA. There's VKS over here. There's Rep. I mean, there's enough territories for a lot of alliances. So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 alliances that have got territory right now. 19. And here is our alliance power levels. Here, let me turn this off so y'all can actually see it. So, yeah. Quite beefy boys. Quite the beefy boys. We have got 6 alliances at 1 billion or more right now. Now, we talk about me being behind on researches sometimes. Territory research, I'm kind of getting up there. You know, I've got some of them as high as I can go at my level. So, for example, if we go to my territory research tree, look at this. My efficient ship upgrades, maxed. Maxing out efficient construction. I'll do this one next. My efficient research is 2 from as high as I can get it at 39. Explore warfare is maxed. Explore hull integrity is maxed. I still got to do these. And then I'm working into this tree. But I'm starting to get pretty deep into my efficiencies, though, as what I was pointing out for this one. And then my hostile attacks, I've been working on taking this up as high as I can go. So, yeah, I've been really trying to improve my research since I've been slacking so much for so long. Tim, the Enterprise is great. The Augur is also really good. You know, it's up to you. That's a long grind to get your Enterprise back. That's a really long grind. But I love my Enterprise. I have all 3, and I love all 3. I think that you can have a lot of fun with them. The big key is, honestly, getting your Vidar maxed. And once you max out the Vidar, it becomes really easy to be able to afford all of them. Fearing, yeah, I do basically pirate a lot of my ISO. I really do. And I don't feel guilty about that at all. So I pirate the mess out of my ISO. Cuba, I would not get the Intrepid. No. That would not be a recommendation. And all recommendations here are recommendations, which means they're the best certified recommendations that you can possibly procure in the world. So, yeah. Bingo! Bango! Don't know what that was for, but you got it. Joe says, because I'm not the old server 18, but from server 10, we can't get an area. Should I just do the research for the first 2/3 of the tree and not the last third? I mean, let's pull up the territory tree. There's some good ones down there. Saladin, no, the Vidar is not a hog. It barely takes any crystal compared to other ships. And it is a must max. You got to max that thing out. You will never have faction credit woes again if you do. You'll have more maxed officers. You'll have all the ships. You definitely want to do it. It's worth the investment. Wrong button. I've been on my other account this whole time. So, the last section of territory has got weapons development, which, if you got to tier 6, is a 37%. That's a nice little improvement. You have several shield enhancements, but these optimized researches are really, really good. Save you a lot of titanium and dilithium. This is the speed one, but this dilithium one is really good. The construction one and the ship upgrades. This is huge. You've got to get this one. This is massive. You definitely want to get this maxed out. And that's one of the reasons I've been focusing on phantom particles, is because this is going to give me a 51% reduction, which means when I get to my Katinga, Valdor, Pilum, Coronar, etc., way cheaper to upgrade. Really important. Really important. So this entire tree is good. I love the territory tree. The whole thing is good. The middle block has got all the actual buffs for attack, but in terms of awesomeness, this for going into 4-star, this should be done. Dang it, Stinky. Dang it. He blew up my poor auger. What did he hit me with? What is Stinky flying these days? What's he got? What's he got? Oh, a Katinga. I got to give you love. You're in a Katinga. I can't get mad at you. You're in a Katinga. But yeah, he smacked me around. Now I got to repair that big son of a gun. Do this one and then this one. Then we'll repair this. See, I should put my Enterprise out there. The Enterprise could have got close to beating that. Then we'll put this here. What do you do with the Vidar to get all those faction credits? Yeah, the Borg Refinery, James. The Borg Refinery. So at the bottom, you'll have a Borg Refinery. And you're going to want to do these every day so that you can get it maxed. And then you have all the rewards over here. So mine, because I've got so many Vidars, I've been lazy. But see, like here, I can do every day get 460 Klingon credits. And that's at tier 8. Goes up when you're at tier 9. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Speaking of, how close am I to upgrading my beautiful little Vidar? Been focused on the nanoprobes? Yeah. So you want to max it first. And you see I've got 3 pieces to do that. I probably need about 300,000, 400,000 more nanoprobes. But once I get that, bingo, bango. Territorial research, hostile tactics, is it PvP or PvE or just one? Just PvE. Here, we'll show it to you. So this research is just hostiles, which only means the reds. It does not include players. So this is the same. So this one is basically this research over here. Same thing. Same research. You notice they use the exact same icon too. Astro says, I need 10 more blueprints for the Vidar. Tell the devs to give us cosmic cleanup next weekend. Sure will, Astro. Sure will. We'll pass that on. And if y'all would like to pass on your credit card information to my PayPal or Venmo so that we can upgrade the house fund, that'd be greatly appreciated too. No requirement, but it is appreciated. It'd make you a good human being. So let's say it's on. Let's see, what other questions and comments do we have? We'll be live for, I don't know, 20 more minutes or so. We usually wrap up around 2-hour streams on the YouTube channel. The Twitch channel goes a lot longer. We go a lot longer on Twitch, but does the Botany Bay take common plutonium and higher tiers? Mine is tier 6. It eventually starts wanting those uncommons and everything. So for example, here, I'll pull up your cost. So Botany Bay T8 will cost you 38 rare plutonium. You know, so you're eventually going to move on to just uncommons and rares. But and remember, you got to be, what is it, level 30 for the rare? Level 30 for the rare, I think. Sweet. Thank you, medical doctor. I thought I was 30. So, confirms that I know sometimes what I'm talking about. Not all the time, but sometimes. Sometimes. All right, I'm going to switch to my lower level account because I've done most of what I can do for now. So we're getting popped. Switch to the lower level account. And we need to go do more grinding. We got to do our grinding. What do you use your Picard points on? Picard. Victor, I used them on Picard. Technically, I haven't used them yet, but I'm going to use them on Picard. Fence store. So, Picard. I'm going to go start doing that now while we're sitting here. 1,500. There's 3. 6. And 7 and 8. 8 Picard shards. Yay, me. Too bad there's not a leaderboard event going on right now. And if there's one tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed. I don't remember. I didn't look. Didn't look. See if the event's posted for tomorrow. Oh, well. Oh, well. Well, thank you, B. Teeling. Why do they nerf Gorkon? They have not nerfed Gorkon. Gorkon was not nerfed. Bum, bum, bum. And then on here, this account's trickier. This one, I'm going to spend them on 5 of 10. I'd rather have her early on than that Picard one. So she's going to get my love for now. Take all my love, you deserve it, you beautiful woman. She's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh yeah, I got one more. Victor says I'm so far away from Picard that I just use mine to almost get the finish line to 5 of 10. That makes sense. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Victor. That is a great card to get, and there's nothing wrong with focusing on that. What do you mean, B. Teeling? What do you mean? Nice, Victor. You got 1 of 10? That's a nice pull. Alright, so we're going to go over here and start doing a little bit of grinding. We gotta do our grinding. B, I really don't know what you're saying. Saladin says, I spent mine on Geordi. I'm now 27 shards away from unlocking him. Very nice. Do you already have Picard, Saladin? You already have Picard? You bought the Rainbow Ray? Why, Steam? Why did you spend $100 on that? I don't need to have it in here. I can buy the North Star now. This is tempting. I want a Franklin, but I'm not buying it. I'm not spending any of my money. If somebody wants to buy it for me, cool, but I'm not buying it. Riza, how you doing? And welcome to your first Rev Deuce Live, where we get excited about little stupid things like Star Trek. And we'll answer any of your questions. So, I think I know what you're saying, B, and it was never nerfed. He's always been 10% as a captain, but synergy would knock it up. If I'm remembering right, synergy knocked it up. So you sure you just didn't take him off the ship? And that's why you're thinking 30? Because he's 30% with full synergy. Warrior says, I bought one of my $100 Father's Day packs and got 5 of 10 as my rare pull. Well, you're one lucky son of a gun. Most people did not get that. Most people did not get that. Loadouts says, I'll buy it. We will just keep it on my account. Sure, there you go. Bitches, I run Gorkon Kurlakan for Hull Breach Crew. Is there better? Yes. But what are you trying to do? PvP, base cracking, etc. William got Lorca. Well, screw you, William. I mean, I'm happy for you, but really, screw you and never speak to me again. I don't want to see your face on my channel. You can go hang out with no one, shall. How dare you get Lorca? Screw you. Really, that's awesome. That's some great RNG, but I hate you so much right now. Oh God, I can't stand you. B says no. I just leveled him up and have used synergy loadout and it's 10%. Well, mine still says 30, B. So you might want to check that he's on a ship. He's still 30% for me. You'll build your pillow in 2 months, Craig. Very nice. Very nice. Doe, you do not get synergy for lower decks. No synergy for lower decks. PvP on Armadas. I mean, Lorca's the better option than Gorkon. Lorca Tilly is my preferred PvP combination. So Lorca Tilly Con, but that would require you to have Lorca and Tilly. You know, Gorkon Kurla Con is not a bad loadout at all. It's a critical build. It's very RNG heavy, and sometimes it's going to do really well, and sometimes it's not. Well, B, I'm staring at mine, and my Gorkon's fine. So let me... I guess we can look into that. That's really weird. But he's 30% with full synergy and 10% just by himself. Like, here's my Enterprise. My Enterprise is home. I think he's on the Enterprise. Let's take a look. Okay. Bam. All right, so here, let me switch back to the other account. Here is Gorkon Kurla. 20%. It's got 1 synergy officer. There you go. So there's my Gorkon working. Yeah, Steam. I kind of helped start that. So everybody calls her Killy. I just try to use Tilly for people who don't know, but like if I ever reference her in my Discord, I'm calling her Killy. And it is one of the most important PvP loadouts in the high level play. Extremely, extremely good. All right, we're going to put this off just because we know it's working. Put our regular back. And then switch back to this account where we're doing a little grinding. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Question and comment wise. What's the setup with Till? Well, we just said it. JB, pay attention. Lorca, Killy, Khan. Lorca, Killy, Khan. Lorca is captain. Use the Lorca Killy on anything besides the D4. I mean, you can use it on anything, Fielden, but the D4 is probably where it's best. And that's the main one you'll... It's okay, JB. I zone out too. I've got ADD and stuff. So I'll be like... Oh, okay. Over there. Yeah. The Rev ASMR did it. I do have quite the soothing voice. I do. Yeah, Fear. That's been around for a long time. It's stupid. Khan and Giorgio are always on my auger with Saru as captain. That's a good loadout, Steve. It's a good loadout. Charles says, just join. Please recap everything from the beginning. 100% will actually do that. Yep. I've actually been wanting to do that my entire life. So we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that for you. We'll do it for you. We'll do it for you. Because you're special and we love you. Brent, where are all the Armadas? Hiding behind respawn timers. Victor says in your video about the Trinity, you focused on mitigation, but when as an example, you would use Kang or Sharvanik. I covered that in the video. So Kang versus an Explorer, Sharvanik versus a battleship. Oh, Riza, everything is appreciative. Thank you. I haven't gotten a notification, but as soon as we do, we will throw that bad boy up onto the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate everything as you donate to the house. And remember, $20 donation gets your name on the wall. And hey, it just came up. Get your name on the wall. So you're actually going to be a name in a real house in the world. Thank you so much. And here we go. Because you paid a fee to Amazon. You send it as a gift, by the way, avoids the fees, but no biggie. Bam! Here we go. Thank you so much. Of course, what I'm here for, BT. If there's a problem, I want to figure it out. And if we can't figure it out, we're going to pass it along to the dev team. Respawn timers are still bad. That's the main feedback that we have today that we will be giving to the devs. Hey, respawn timers still suck. Now, I appreciate the improvement. They did improve. It just ain't enough. We need more. Upgrade this. And then we will take this envoy back out to mine some ore. William Wing says Lorca Tilly Harrison on Sally or Gorkon Kurla Harrison. I would go Gorkon Kurla Harrison just because that should win 1v1. That's a lot of RNG that you're rolling the dice on, though. A lot of RNG. But I like those builds. I prefer them, actually. Ever the music ever just gets your soul and you're like, oh man, it's so great. I feel like a new person. It's re-energizing my spirit animals. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a weird person, y'all. I really hope some of y'all accept me for the weirdness of what I am. I can only pray, but perfect name for this live stream. I haven't seen a rare in 6 hours. That would be a great name for this live stream. How does Picard impact old mud? In what way? What's the question? Adam says that he's in love with me. Adam, I'm in love with you too. Andy says, I'm working some SARC testing if you're interested. What are you trying to figure out, Andy? I am always interested in log testing. Curious what you're working on. Fielden says, Curon Kang Harrison. I mean, that's definitely not a bad loadout, Fielden. That's a good one. Still, that's a one-round winner dinger, chicken dinner. Not the best long-term option, but it's a good early run. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Sark versus Valdor, T9 Enterprise, T9 Saladins on a node. Yeah, I mean, go for it. I'm interested to see what you conclude, Andy. Well, I don't think anybody's tested it yet, Mahmood, but Picard works exactly the same as Pike, so it should work the same way. Let's see. Victor says I full pulled the old mud with the goatee. What do I use him for? I use him for below decks because he's useless. He's useless. I mean, he's okay. He's just not honestly that good. I don't even fool with him, and I've got him. I think I've got him at like tier 3, and I don't fool with him. The Outlaw set was kind of okay when it first came out, but it's really not that good now. So... Andy says, done some testing, would like to do much more. A 3.2 million Sark is pretty much a match for my tier 9 Enterprise. Yeah. And that is, it should be on a node and properly loaded out. It should be more than a match. It should pretty easily win versus a max Enterprise. Like, it should easily win. I know Spock does not go on the Enterprise, but really at what level can the Enterprise outperform Spock? Well, at your level, it can outperform Spock. It's already outperforming Spock. At level 20, it outperforms Spock. Let's see. Yeah, level 20, was it 12%, I think? I think 12%. It already outruns Spock. And he says, well, the crew was EGG, Char, Kirk on the Enterprise, so it was rigged. That makes sense. That makes sense. What's better on my Saladin, Kirk, Spock, Sulu, or Kirk, Spock, Uhura? Oh, God, neither. Kirk, Spock, bones. Uhura and Sulu are basically never use officers. They're awful. Actually, I have Picard and Moreau, but don't have Beverly or Pike. Should I still use cadets because no synergy? I mean, yeah. Cadets will still outperform by a little bit, but it's still a better secondary than some others. So Picard alone might do a little bit better. I'd have to do the math. To be honest with you. I don't have my calculator out in front of me. Yeah, Server 9 is getting merged, Felipe. It is. Shout out to Gregor and everybody on Server 9. Good luck. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Y'all needed to hear that. I'm sorry. That was well needed. You had to have that in your life. You needed it. And you've got it. You're welcome. We got a few minutes left of the stream, y'all. Drop anything that you got question-wise. 9 and 25, Fielden. 9 and 25. What else we got? Glad to help Gregor in my alliance. Oh, are you in Gregor's alliance, Felipe? That's pretty cool. Gregor's a cool dude. Yeah, as far as welds go, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Yeah. With Kirk and Spock, when would you use Zhao instead of Bones? Tier 4 Zhao. Tier 4. Preferably tier 5, obviously, but tier 4 is where I'd swap them out. He's cold? Oh, cool. Yeah, I agree. He is cool. You added an L instead of an O. I'm like, what do you mean he's cold? Is he cold? I mean, he lives in a pretty warm spot, so... What do you consider a whale? Ops level does not consider wellness, KF. It's amount spent. And generally, anyone spending, I would say, $1,000 a month or so is a whale. Below that is somewhere in the dolphin range. Hey, Gordicon, what's up? Happy Father's Day to you as well. Which Vidar or Stella, which more useful? Vidar is more useful in terms of everyday. And the Stella you can get for free. So if you had to buy one, you would buy the Vidar. It's okay, Felipe. Mine is never very good, so. Mine's never very good. Let's see. We've got a minute and a half. Get your questions in a minute and a half, or else you'll have to ask them on the Discord. Oh no! Oh no, the humanity! Yeah! My level of dad jokes and cringe is so amazing. My strategy for going to the 40s? Sure, KF. Max out all my efficiency research. That's the strategy. So every efficiency research in the territory tree, in the combat tree, anything related to efficiency is getting maxed first, and then I will go up. Granted, I already have got my ships where I want them. So, yes, Sean, there's one more Picard leaderboard coming up. There should have been 2 runs. There should be one more. How do you use Leslie? I've seen whales use him on the same ship for hours and not die. Well, basically how his captain's ability works is he basically will respawn you. It's pretty OP, to be completely honest with you. But generally we use it against big armadas, to solo big armadas for extra points. Philip, congratulations on Trilock. That what to do is kind of up to you. I would recommend, if you are a free-to-play player, to dual grind to 1 billion. if you spend a little bit of money and you'll level up semi-quickly, you want to focus on one faction to get to 1 billion. When we get new Romulan officers, that I don't know. Will we see Locutus? I'd like to. No clue. Do I know when what? Yeah, it's posted in the event in the news channel. Here, let's go to the news channel together and let's see. That's not it. Here, this one. So we're doing Make It So now. Where? So the 26th and 27th. So a little less than a week from now. A little less than a week from now, Sean. More Klingon, 100%. I pass that along all the time. When you're going to see Worf within the next 2 months? I would say next month you'd see Worf, KF. But you will see Worf in this arc. Can't have it without Worf. Victor, I agree. Matt says priority of officers in the mini event store for lower ops players, 5 over Picard. I would go 5 over Picard, Matt, if you're a lower level player. I would go 4 5. That's what I'm going to be doing with mine. So I'm actually going to do that now so you can see it. And we're going to collect this. What do we get here? Yay, Tritanium! Woohoo! Not that I need that much Tritanium at this level, but thank you! Woohoo! It's going to be really awkward if Worf is a PvE officer. I bet he's an Armada officer. I bet he's Armada. Bam! Got another one. Did you enjoy Star Trek Enterprise? I like Star Trek Enterprise. There's a lot I don't like, but yes, I did enjoy it. And I do rewatch it. Gordon, I take very big compliment from that. Thank you. I mean, even though I don't think that Voyager's that great, I'm watching Voyager right now. So, I love all Star Trek. Takuvma as an officer? Yes. Yes. She's amazing. Well, he's amazing. Chancellor Durrell is also amazing. She's amazing. Read alert. That's lame, Fielden. I love it. All right, look, guys. We have been going for 2 hours, and I'm going to stream and have a video out tomorrow. So we're going to wrap up tonight. All questions, please come join the Discord if you have not already. The intro song was horrible. Thanks, Steve. I love the Enterprise intro song. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite parts. But yeah, come join the Discord if you have not already. Ask any questions that you want. Make any comments that you want. Please obey the rules, of course. Ask the moderators or myself for help if you need anything. And we will be going live more again. So you're going to want to come hang out. Y'all are awesome. Live long and prosper. I'm trying to make sure everybody has roles while we're doing this. So live long and prosper. Stay safe, other Space Cowboys. I love y'all. We'll catch you in the next one. And we'll see you tomorrow for more craziness. Deuces! That's Mises! I Jar Jar